Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
12. Check the hot read. Go, guys, 4 down. Go.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. Uses the stiff arm. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double count. 14. Hey, alert.
Now Wilson, flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Run left. Watch that. Move the team. 54. Mike, 54. Hey, I'm coming after you. Joker. Ankle. 54. Right there. Look left. Let's go, D. Run it. Mike, 54. Delta. Screen,
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Going the other way.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Big ass. 47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Given 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Here's Elliott, and he'll get this down only to the 18. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check. Crunch. There you go. Kill. Here we go. 46. 55.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
We got to step it up.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a 1st down.
All go special. 54. Mike, 54. Hey.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant. Gun. Check. Move the team. Check.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check nickel.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Got it. Smart that. Hayward. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Good guys, 4 down. Check the call.
This time Wilson will throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Check 26.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Slam. 95. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Wahoo.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Check safety, check safety. Let's go double count right here, double count. Go. Motion, check. Oh, try. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Second and 10 now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, here's Penny. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's...
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry, put up 43 points on the Browns.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Go. One left. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the slant. Check.
Wilson rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the... This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Another try for Penny. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Alert. Check. Good, guys. 4 down. Short.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second. I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Elliott. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. The Cowboys on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Let's go, baby.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Under crunch. Clear. Under crunch. Hey, 0. Motion.
That was Rashad Penny. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Gun. Check. Watch 54. Gun. 4 down. Hey, watch that.
On third down, Wilson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. every now and then.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Prescott now. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Strip the ball. Go. Mike, 53.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Mike, spot 4. Run left. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson, and he's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 14-yard touchdown, and the Seahawks have taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that